Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We received a ton of new content, including brand new types of cards in NHL 22, the Play of the Year. Now, one of my favorite players in the real NHL got one of these cards, so we're going to break them all down. As well, guys, need to address the issues that are happening inside of NHL 22 right now. They released a new patch, and it pretty much broke everything, which is unfortunate. I do need to mention, if you guys are playing squad battles or hut champs, I would just avoid it until they address it, because there are massive syncing issues as well as just freezing, where you get stuck in a freeze off essentially until your opponent either quits or you do. So I just don't want you guys to play a mode that will cost you rewards because, well, you try to play it and you just get an L automatically no matter what. So I want to give you guys a heads up on that. It's completely unacceptable. It's just what we have to deal with. So anyways, let's talk about the new content. All right, let's get into it. All right, first we'll start with some of the prime times that we received. The 84 Thatcher Demko, who played amazing. Just an unbelievable start for him throughout this year. 6'4", he was one of the best goaltenders in NHL 21. However, the problem here is that goaltenders specifically, as their overalls go up, the floor for them is so high because the 84s are being used for sets. So, for example, this card is going for 20,000 coins. I wouldn't spend 20,000 on an 84 Thatcher Demko. I just wouldn't, even though, Contortionist for 2 ability points is okay. But, yeah, the rest of it just does not meet the value. I'd much rather just have base Kemper or base Robin Lehner. That'd be a much easier way to go. Then we've got Torrey Krug from the St. Louis Blues, who scored a crazy shorthanded goal with Gladiator, 87 speed, 87 acceleration. So this isn't a bad card. The problem is on defense, man, having someone that's 5'9" with only 82 body checking, and that's if you have Gladiator activated, means he's just completely useless in his own zone. It is important to have someone a little bit faster, but you're going to have to pair him with someone huge, and even then, his speed isn't something that's incredible. And again, because he's an 84 overall card, he's going to be like 20K. So this would be an avoid for me as well. Next, we've got the 84 Alex DeBrincat with Gladiator and the 1T Superstar ability. So right off the rip, he's got 90 speed, 90 acceleration, and a decent shot as well. The problem is, again, like most faster, smaller guys, it's just going to be very difficult to use in terms of cycling the puck and things like that. However, if you pair him with someone a little bit bigger that has a lefty shot, then you're in business here. Like if you have Rantanen, for example. I will say this now, that DeBrincat getting his 84 means that his next upgrade will unlock the next tier on his X Factor card. Guys, there is a trend that I've talked about a little bit, and that is whenever an X Factor card unlocks a new tier, the price for that X Factor card goes way up. So DeBrincat, before this 84 Primetime was released, and that didn't even unlock a new tier. It just allowed the next card to actually boost him up. He was going for like 80,000 coins. I literally bought him at 80K thinking that there might be one with the Rivals event, but there wasn't. And then I sold him for like 85, 90K. Now he's going for like 140. So any cards that do not have their next tier upgrade, like Pavelski off the top of my head would be one, more than likely you can buy now and then flip for a little bit more, because people just like, they don't think when, these cards they could just invest in now, and they're very, very about, just buying whatever's on the market now. So you can make a lot of coins with that. So just keep that in mind. When DeBrincat gets upgraded, like, I don't think he's all that great because he doesn't have another skating attribute. He might get a speed upgrade. He might not. The problem is because it only goes up by 0.5, so you go from 89 to 90 already. It's not guaranteed that he's going to go to 91 in the next one. Probably not even. So I don't think his value is all that good, and it's very difficult to use a card this small, but nonetheless, he's still a very, very good card and someone I'd watch out for in terms of investing. Then from the Anaheim Ducks, we've got the 6'2", 87 overall John Gibson with booming shot and post-to-post. Post-to-post actually isn't bad. I have it on Tuukka Rask, and I will say this, like, of all of the abilities that goaltenders have, this and No Timer are probably the best ones, but I still wouldn't recommend activating them for their zone ability, but for their superstar ability, that's not bad, because, again, that costs so little that you can go ahead and activate it. He's got 86 speed, which is good. He's only 6'2", though, but John Gibson cards have been pretty good in the past. The problem is that he's going to cost so much just because of the fact that he's an 87 overall and how the trade-ins work. Like, he's going for 80K, no shot. The only reason he's going for this price is because of the new event coming, and 87 overall is being needed to do these set upgrades. And then lastly, we've got the Vegas Jack Eichel. Obviously, the Jack Eichel trade did allow him to get his prime time, and this is a big one we'll talk about in a second, but obviously this card alone is a very, very good right-handed winger card that you could use at center as well. 91 speed, 91 acceleration, shots all in the 90s, Very, very good right-handed winger, and he's 6'2". The reason why this is so important is that his X Factor card became one of the best in the game, and like I said, with those guys that are injured, so it's Kucherov, for example, EA will find a way to give him upgrades so that he remains useful throughout the year for all of the X Factor cards. I've mentioned this. It's kind of lame in the sense that they're keeping it super safe, but the problem is that, the good thing is that that no matter what, they will get upgrades. So, this Jack Eichel, look at this new tier, all right? So he's, whatever, same thing, 91 speed, 91 acceleration. Go and look at that secondary thing that unlocks, and he unlocks the Fly the Zone. And Fly the Zone allows +2 speed, meaning he gets up to 93 speed. He's one of the fastest cards in the game. Even if he doesn't upgrade past this, he's phenomenal. So if you have him, upgrade him. If you don't have him, you're too late. I tried telling you guys to invest in him because I knew he would get a prime time when he got traded. There's none up on the market on PS5. He was going for like 500K. So heads up on that. This card's amazing. All right, so we did get our Plays of the Year cards. Like I mentioned, the 85 Tyler Bertuzzi with Wingman and Ankle Breaker. I'm not a huge fan of Ankle Breaker. I just don't think it has a ton of utility. 86 speed, 88 acceleration if you have Wingman activated. Shots all in the 80s. This is a fine left-handed winger card. Like, this is a very well-rounded card. On the auction house, though, we'll take a look at what he's going for. 25,000 is the cheapest up. I don't know if I'd spend that much on him, but he's still a very, very good card, and it is pretty cool. These cards will not go up in rating, though, guys. A lot of people have been asking me, do these go up throughout the year? No, this is what they will be. So we've got the 86 Tomas Holmstrom. My man scored one of the nicest goals against the Buffalo Sabres the other night. Has Thief and Puck on a string. 87 speed, 87 acceleration, mid-80s shooting. The thing I like about the Hurdle cards is that he's a perfect center build. He's not extremely fast, but he's not, 87 speed is not crazy fast, but he's 6'2", 215, and a pretty good centerman as well. I'm going to grab him even on my pay-to-win team, I think. He's one of my favorite players, and I actually do like the build of this card. He shouldn't be going for too much. The 86 floor is where I expect. Yeah, 36,000 coins. That's more than enough. I think that's a fine play because centerman is still very weak, and this is going to be a good card. And then lastly, we've got the 88 Mitch Marner with Gladiator and Spinorama. Unbelievable goal he scored the other day. 89 speed, 91 acceleration, high 80s, low 90s shooting. Deking's all in the low 90s as well. This is a very, very good card. The only thing I will say is that Marner plays very small, even though he is 6 foot. He just gets bumped off the puck very easy, and he doesn't have incredible speed. This card is going for a lot. It's going for like 125,000 coins right now. I wouldn't spend that, but if you're a Leafs fan, this is a very, very cool card to have. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for the content. Again, I need to mention that the issues going on with the game, completely unacceptable. I'm sorry. Hopefully they fix it shortly, and again, I would just avoid champs and squad battles until you can. Go play rivals, because even if you lose, there's really no downfall to it, which is a whole other issue in itself. Guys, check out my TikTok. I'm posting daily some of my best clips and tips that I don't mention on YouTube, so go check that out. Link is down below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.